What do I need? Oh, yes. Good morning, Sia. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my cord. Just trying to get my crap together. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm having a pretty excited day. Lots of things to do, but I promised myself these moments, so I'm giving myself this time no matter what I do today. Before I make a mess. That's what's happening here. Yeah, thanks for the confirmation, Spirit. 11:31 on the clock. Thank you. 3-3. I love that. I don't know if anybody saw my video, but it's a pretty good day. It's a great day to be excited and happy, and I'm showing up here today. I'm not going to be on as long today because I have a lot of things to do, but I promised myself and I promised God that I'm going to sit down and have these moments. Thank you so much. Confirmation. And this is for me. I'm doing it for me no matter what, because I work like a dog, and when you're moving full-size furniture and stuff by yourself with no help, I did that moving in by myself. I can do it today, and I will. I just I do what I gotta do. But I'm super excited about it, and thank you, Spirit. It was just a wonderful day. Absolutely wonderful. I went and walked. I could have taken a bus, but I went and walked and decided that I needed a little peace time, and all of the synchronicities that I came into were just phenomenal. Good morning, Selena. Yeah, it was just such a great day. Didn't get chilly actually until like the last 2 minutes. I was already there already. It was absolutely peaceful. Good morning, Becky. So I don't know if y'all saw my video or not that just said that I'm going live, but the word of the day today is definitely grateful, and because of that I'm going to pull a couple of these first, just because I have so much to be grateful for. First of all, thank you, Spirit. 11:33 on the clock. I love that. I have so much to be grateful for, and at the end of the day, it's pretty exciting, and we could let things stress us out or upset us or worry us, or we could do the work and truly find things to be grateful for. And once you start finding things to be grateful for, the universe sends you more and more. Good morning, Overdose. Madeline. Yeah, it was such a wonderful day already, and I'm just so excited to see what comes today. Hip hop, oh, I like that. And like I said, the word of the day is definitely grateful, so why not start this off with some gratitude cards and just give us a couple suggestions, because the best thing and the most important thing about self-love and our self-love journey is gratitude, being grateful for. Welcome, Jenny Curtis, and thank you for all the likes. I appreciate that, truly. This journey has been pretty exciting. Last one, I know you gave me a whole handful, so I'm okay with that. It's given me a lot of excitement, a lot of things. You know, I'm like day 5, day 6 of a 7-day eviction notice. But like I said, when you live with integrity and you're doing the right things, God will make a way for you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. Can I follow you back from here when I'm live? I'm still new to this, so as I learn, I will totally get my crap together. But as along we go, I appreciate that so much. Vina, welcome. So I went to go get my U-Haul truck, so I can move stuff. And guess what? When you're moving big furniture by yourself, I had to move in here by myself. So moving out will be the same. Welcome, Max. Uh, I've learned all kinds of tricks of the trade to get full-size furniture in just by me. And I'm like, well, I'm full of energy and I got this. Let's enjoy the peace while we walk. And I know it was on my video, but I don't know if people seen it or not. And I was just pretty excited about it. So this morning, welcome hard. First I'm walking my daughter to school, and the first thing we see is 369, which is a manifestation number. It's a manifestation method, but also a manifestation number. And it was there the whole time we lived here, and I didn't start thank you, Spirit. I didn't start noticing it until a couple of weeks ago. It was there. Oh, it's all good. I always got it. God's got me. I know that. Vio, welcome. So, and I appreciate that, though. I just appreciate the good thoughts. Truly, I do. And then as I dropped her off, obviously it was beautiful, and I'm like, nope, I'm gonna walk. And I could have totally taken the bus or Ubered or whatever, and I wanted to have that peace. Thank you, Spirit. So I stopped at there was a little corner store on the way, and I stopped and I got a little snack, and I'm munching my snack, just wandering my way there, and the next number I see is 858, which we all know is big changes and karma, abundance. Karma is not always a bad thing. So when people say karma, they just think karma, oh, everybody's getting bad things. But you reap what you sow, and I know what I've been sowing. So I know, thank you, Spirit, and I know what's coming in for me. And it's little things at a time. It doesn't matter. I don't need huge things. God made a way for me with the truck. God made a way for me with the funds to do what I need to do. Good morning, Claudette. Good morning, Sassy. So yes, I just, all of the things, thank you so much. That's sweet. I did all of the things that I wanted to do on the way there, and I walked peacefully. And then I saw like 1330. Thank you, Spirit. I saw 838. Again, that's self-expression and abundance, and so many other things. I'm just kind of basically running over them. Thank you so much, sweetie. You too. And I literally can't stop smiling. Like, everything just makes me so happy. 1330. Oh, and when I went to type it in my phone, because I didn't want to forget the numbers, because sometimes my brain is just, I got so much going on. It was 848 on the clock. So, thank you, Spirit. Which again is our stable foundations, abundance. Hola, Marcus. Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. So I was so excited. I'm walking and I can't stop smiling, and I'm just saying thank you to God. Thank you to my angels, my spirit team, known and unknown, because my team is massive, and they show up for me when and if needed, and even when I don't know if they're needed. And when I tell you they show up for me, they show out for me. Thank you, Spirit. So I'm literally just saying thank you, and for this moment of peace. And I'm walking like a little geek, big smile on my face, just enjoying my day, feeling like I got the biggest hug in the whole world. And I have to wait. Walking up the crosswalk, and at the stop sign, the stoplight, this big truck comes up, and it's like a food, I think it's a food bank truck or something, but it's got big bright red apples, and then the biggest words right on the side is said grateful. And I'm like literally like like speaking it into existence, thanking my angels and thanking God. And I'm like, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. That's just truly when you, I could have Ubered and I would have missed all of that, right? And I'm not saying we all have time to always do those things, but I'm trying to slow down, and I'm trying to understand these moments, to thank you, Spirit, to celebrate and appreciate them, and celebrate myself, because I show up every day, but I never celebrate myself, and I never am thankful for myself. Hi, Rose. Thank you. You too. All things unexplained, or I think that's what it is. Welcome. I'm sorry if I miss you coming in. I get a little excited telling my stories, and then I miss a lot sometimes. Welcome, Ruby. But truly, I just, this grateful, right? Like big words all across the truck, and I'm just thinking uh, like how could it be? It's like they were being saying they were grateful to me for being grateful to them. It's like the weirdest thing ever, but that's like what it felt like. It was like they were saying thank you to me, and I'm like, uh, no, it's the other way around. You guys have been helping me. But they're helping me because I acknowledge them and because I'm thankful and because truly I understand that they're, even in the hardest lessons, thank you, Spirit, even in the hardest lessons, they're trying to teach me that it's me and they can't help me if I don't show up for me and if I don't show up and acknowledge them and accept them and allow them in and, God, my angels, man, they show up so strong, and I see it in the numbers 11:41 on the clock. When I am on point, I get confirmation after confirmation, and thank you, Spirit. 11:41 on the clock. It just even it's just sometimes the smallest things, but in those moments, like right now, I'm on day 5 or 6 of a 7-day eviction notice where they can literally come in with the sheriff and drag me out of here. Um, am I gonna cry about it? No, I'm a parent. Welcome, and DDBB. Welcome, Palagen, Miss Ellie. Welcome. But yeah, I could be crying and upset and just in fear and utter just agony over all of the things, and rightfully so, because what happened to me was very unfair. But I know that there's a reason behind it, and I know that God's not letting me go through this um, as a punishment, because I know how I treat people. I know how. Thank you, Spirit. I know how I truly just want the best for people, even the ones that have harmed me. So there was an experience, something that I needed to learn, and it took me, a little moment. And don't get me wrong, when things go wrong, I still have my poor me. Oh my God, I need my 2 minutes to cry it out, and that's okay, because we have to acknowledge those feelings, because we can't heal through them if we don't. But uh, it's okay to have that moment where you're like, why me, blah blah blah, and then you let it go and you sit with it and you understand and you learn the lesson and you be grateful for the lesson, so grateful, and then you move on. And it's 11:42 on the clock, which is 468, which is abundance. It's just abundance and karma and all the wonderful things. So I just wanted to share that because it was just such a good thing. And I was like, sometimes I get, thank you, you gotta let me get my thing out, Spirit. Sometimes I get so ahead of myself because I'm so excited, and also I'm one of those face it head on. I want to get it done, get the job done. I want to do this. And I was like, I'm going to go on and I'm going to do this and I'm going to be quick. And I still have to be a little quicker because I do have a lot to do. Good morning, Santos and Deborah and Storm and Jazzy, if I missed you. Thank you, Spirit. So yeah, I just come through and I'm like, I get in that rush mode, right? And I'm like, want to do this, plow head first, solve the problem, resolution. That's what I'm all about. Welcome, KJ. And I'm like, even though I'm excited, and yes, it's a fantastic day. 11:44 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. This is my moment, right? This is my self-care time. This is my commitment to myself. So sometimes I stay a little longer because Spirit calls me to, but Spirit also knows my attitude and how I get things done in life. So when I tell you, Spirit told me, okay, if you only want to be an hour today, that's just fine. Because they know I'm going to go longer anyway. But still, I limited a little bit today because I have a lot to get done. But I'm not dreading it. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the adventure. I'm excited for my daughter and I to create our Christmas in the best way possible. But in that, I tend to rush, and and because of that, Spirit's like, you're not rushing. This is your time. You need to sit down, and you need to not rushed. This painting my face, showing my creative endeavors, and just giving ideas is something that is for me at the end of the day. It's not for me to sell it or any of those things. It's just for me to give ideas to help other people, because that's something I truly love. Welcome, Marcus. Is it Marks or Marcus? If I say it wrong, I do apologize. And if you correct me, I'll do my very best. Welcome, Paul. Like I make my teas, I made the face mask that I'm gonna put on. I make my little coasters out of garbage that could have just went in the garbage. These are little ideas. I'm not telling you you have to do any of the same things as me, or like that's. It's just ideas to get you out of the rat race and understand that when we do these things, these little moments, we get to be safe and feel safe and get out of fight or flight mode or survival mode, and just be in the moment and be present and be so damn grateful for that moment. Man, gratitude today is absolutely just, it's exuding out of me, and I can feel it. Like, I can totally feel it exuding from my skin, from my heart, from everything, because I know literally I'm on the verge, on the precipice of something huge for myself and for other people. So, welcome, user. I'm not going to go through all the numbers because I'll just confuse my own damn self. Good morning, Total Ease. I love that. And Sarah. So I'm going to read some of these because, like I said, grateful is the word of the day today. And excitement probably too, because I'm stoked. Like, I'm ready to go. And I don't think many people get too excited over moving full blown furniture by themselves. But I just know that that's just the work part, and it's the thank you, Spirit. That's just the small thing that I gotta do. Welcome, Willow. Yes, moving dressers, full dressers, and big, huge furniture is a struggle, but I know I can do it. You heard your name? Well, welcome. I just knew you had to come and just find something to be grateful for, and have a little bit of love. One thing God gifted me with was an unending well of love and strength and resilience, and now that I know how to fill my own cup, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for myself first, but at the end of the day, everyone that comes in, even for a moment, take a little bit of my unconditional love. There's never any strings attached. There's no. I give what I can because I can, and I'm grateful to do it. And a little bit of love and a little bit of strength, and I hope it helps fill your cup. Truly, it doesn't deplete me, and my excitement just gets more and more every day. I'm literally giddy at the signs and synchronicities that I got to see today, and the day's just beginning, which just says so much more about all of the wonderful things to come. Like, have you ever seen anybody on day 5 of a 7-day eviction notice looking this happy? It's because right? Thank you, Spirit. Things are going in my favor. I'm about to move an entire house by myself in a pickup truck, moving furniture, lugging it like a mule, and I'm excited about it because I just know that's the small little work portion. That's just the work task that gets me to the exciting adventure and the things that my daughter and I are going to get to experience coming very soon. Thank you, Spirit. The excitement is truly, I hope it's contagious, if anything else. But truly, I hope it is. And I hope people, even if they leave, come in for a moment and they stop in, they get to have just a tiny little bit of gratitude and a little bit of just something to be excited about the day. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's just, going to pick up your kid at the end of the day. Like, make it something to be excited about. I'm excited about moving dressers because I know what happens at the end, right? Can I do it? I've done it before. Am I getting old? Is it going to hurt? Maybe. But one last battle, right? One last battle to get me to where I need to be, and I'm okay with that. And if it's something that's it's not even a struggle for me anymore. I just do what I got to do, and I'm happy for it. And my daughter gets to see that, and she's so excited every day, and she's excited for our adventure. Thank you, Spirit. I could create worry and all the things in the world wrong to add to all the things kids have to deal with now, or I could teach her to be excited about all these adventures and understand that no matter where we go, we're together, and we will have everything we will ever need, and then some, and that's for sure. And I don't care if we had to walk out of here with nothing. God would provide that, I guarantee. Thank you, Spirit, because I don't ever take more than what I need. I give as much as I can possibly give, and I have my whole life, no matter what I've had, even right to my own detriment. Now it's God saying, it's time for you to stand up for yourself, and it's time for you to put you first. But you can't do that until you learn to love yourself. 11:51 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. And in learning to love myself. These ones are gratitude. I was pulling them, but then I started telling my stories and I get sidetracked. But it's because Spirit wants me to share the message. I don't know if you can see that. This light is kind of crap here. But it's just, these ones are just gratitude. But I do readings too. I just don't do them on this one because this is about self-love, self-care. And sometimes I'll pull cards for people, but I mostly... I'm focusing on creating some self-care and self-love for people, even just giving ideas, right? I'll be painting my face in a minute with my little face mask that I made that you can use every day. It's not going to hurt you. I made my face lotion and my teas, and I like to make stuff. I just really do. And that doesn't mean everybody has to, but... when I do that, I'm investing in myself and what I like, and things that are better for my health, and I'm creating better habits. So I'm day 20 of 21 days. So God has given me so many talents. I'm literally a jack of all trades, master of none. Is pretty much the best way to put it, which is okay. And I would rather be able to get better and learn in every aspect than just have one and be like, well, I don't need to learn anything else. And which is why I'm also, thank you, Spirit, which is also why I'm always open to learning, and I love meeting new people. And if you haven't noticed, I'm a little bit out there. I have no problem talking to strangers and hearing stories. I love that so much. It's one of my favorite things about people. So I'm going to read these before I go on and on and on, because I really could. Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses. And that's Confucius. Thank you, Spirit. Think about recent kindnesses you've experienced and how they have shifted your outlook. What are some ways that you can be kind to others around you today? And it's just simple things. I was crossing one of the crosswalks, and this car was sitting and trying to pull over in traffic, like just trying to get around the corner, and he was trying, and the cars were coming and coming and coming, and I literally looked at him and I was like, "You go," and because I'm good, I'm walking, I'm patient, and he was like, as soon as it cleared up, he pulled through and he was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because he'd been waiting there forever, right? And everyone was just in such a hurry. And I'm like, nothing's going anywhere, It's just, I understand the frustration. So just do a kindness. And, but he very clearly let me know that he got it and he understood. And, he went and everything was good, but it was a big smile, and it's simple things. It's the smallest little thing. Smiling at a lady this morning, I was like, good morning, and her smile was big as big could be. They don't have to be buying them or spending money. When I had no money, and I still don't have tons of money, don't get it twisted, not yet anyway. It's coming. But when I didn't have anything, people were like, well, why don't you ask people to send you money? Why don't you ask them to do this? Because when I come on here, I'm giving what I want to give. Thank you, Spirit. I'm not giving for somebody to give me back, to buy me gifts, to whatever. I just learned we could do the subscription thing, so I'm starting to set that up. It's an adventure for me, right? and it's never going to be a commitment for anybody, but it's just something that I was excited about because I thought 11:55 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. It's a new adventure. It's something to learn about and take on and see where it goes, right? And to me, it's like as we build our community, there's so many ways I can help people, and they can help me, so we can work together, and that's truly the goal in life. So I like this place and could willingly waste my time in it. William Shakespeare. You are not your schedule. Give thanks for the being that lives in you, beneath the trappings of your life. You are alive, and this is a gift. Amen. Amen. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Emily Dickinson. To feel disappointed is to have cared. Today, feel compassion for your tender heart and for the gifts of love it offers. And then, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. And that's Martin Luther King Jr. Admire your own persistence. Amen. Because if nobody else in this world notices, you got to notice first. And you show up every single day. I don't care what you do in your life. And I don't care what struggles or problems you're going through. You show up every single day. And every single day that you don't give up makes you the queen and the expert, the master of your own life. And you need to damn well celebrate yourself. Truly, you need to. Welcome, Amanda. The bud stands for all things, even for those that don't flower. For everything flowers from within. Galway Canal. If I butcher these names, truly I apologize. What is still budding inside of you? Where do you feel unlocked potential? This is a gift coming to you later down the road. And truly, that's what I'm saying. Everything, when I have these new opportunities, no matter how small or how big, I take them on, and it's an opportunity to learn and grow and share and just see the people, meet new people. I'll tell my stories. I can tell all the negative things I've been through, but I don't want to. If it helps somebody or if it's in some way to help somebody grow or to pick somebody up when they're down, then absolutely I will do what it takes. And you can go look at my old videos. I'm an open book. You get the good, the bad, the ugly with me. It is what it is. But I'm truly I'm so done with the struggles. I don't want to be in victim mode. I'm not a victim. I'm empowering myself every single day, and God's empowering me. And when we stay in victim mode, we allow people to stomp all over us and disregard us and not hear us and just not give a shit because we're in victim mode. We can never get out of it, and that's what they think. And if they keep us in that box, then we have no words, and our words don't matter. And that's not true, by the way, but it's also very easy to be disregarded, and I've been there, so I know. But I refuse that, and every day that I'm grateful, I find more and more things to be grateful about. Thank you, Spirit. And every time I show up for myself, doing my self-care and doing this, I'm showing up for me, so I'm accountable no matter what at the end of the day. And I'm here, and it's provable, right? So I'm proving it to myself. I'm proving it to whoever gives a shit or doesn't give a shit. It doesn't matter. But I'm proving it to myself. And at the end of the day, when people show up, they come and they get a little bit of love, a little bit of strength, and hopefully a smile or something, a little chuckle or something that they can go about their day and get a little bit more strength and a little bit more happiness. And I'm okay with that. Welcome, Isabel. Praise, flow, and change. Night and the pulse of day. Denise Levertov. When you walk through your home today, thank each and every corner of the space for all its silent witnessing of who you are. It's true, because, they always say if the walls could talk, right? They get to see our happinesses, our sadnesses, our struggles, our fears. They witness it all. And So at the end of the day, there are many witnesses because God hears us, the angels hear us, our spirit team hears us, they all hear us. And when you start showing up for yourself, and you look inward and you start healing, you allow them to come through for you, you start showing up for yourself, they start showing up for you in big, big ways. And I'm so excited to see how that's going to play, but I know it's going to get good, and I'm truly, truly excited for it. Okay, fall 7 times and stand up 8. That's a Japanese proverb, and that's probably the epitome of my life. Good morning, Money Lynn. Truly, that is like that should be my mantra, really. Fall 7 times and stand up 8. I don't have give up in me. I don't know why. And all the things that could get me down, yeah, maybe they get me down for a moment and I'll have to cry it out or whatever, and I gotta, because struggle after struggle, it does get tiring, but when you give it to God and you literally learn the lesson and you sit with it and you process it, you allow yourself to get up. And when you get up, it's funny how that boost of strength just comes so miraculous. Like, I'm moving full-blown furniture today by myself again, and it's not even like with no dollies, no nothing, just full-on muscling it. But that's okay because it's not even the first time. But I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it with a smile on my face because at the end of this day, I think I have one more day too, so I'm gonna push it as far as I can. But at the end of this day, the big stuff will be out, and then I can literally just take all the small stuff and put it where it needs to go. So, no, thank you. I'm not a monkey. And I'm not a trick pony. I don't do things on command. Thank you, though. Welcome. Oh, I knew the Bully Crew were back. Thank you. I missed you too. Welcome, Ader. Did you miss me? Reflect on your ups and downs over time. It has been quite a journey. What can you offer to others today as they move through these same waters? Truly, it's like gratitude. Find something to be grateful for, because when you have all of those things, you didn't even say hi, sir. You left right away. What happened? I missed you, buddy. I know you missed me too. You don't have to, I don't want you to hurt yourself. I know Spirit confirming it, 12:02 on the clock. I know they do. They're starting to like me. It's really starting to fuck them up that they're starting to like me. And that's okay, because I'm kind of likable. Whether you want to admit it or not. I'm just me. No, I'm not going to do this. I want to paint my face, and then I can pull some more, because I have a lot of stuff to do today, a lot of moving to do, a lot of things to do, and so I want to do my commitment to myself, and read a few cards, but 1 o'clock is my cutoff, and then I have to get everything else done. Because furniture doesn't move itself, and when you have to do it by yourself, you have to do it while you still have some energy in the day. So, if you see me out there lugging furniture and you got some muscles and you want to stop and help, feel free. No, that's okay. It's not the first time I've had to do it by myself. I moved in by myself. I might as well move out by myself. And, none of it scares or bothers me. I got this. I have the strength of God, my angels, and my spirit team that are gonna come. And if you saw me move into this place and how I got the furniture in, it'd probably blow your mind. You'd be like, what the fuck? I didn't damage nothing. I didn't damage myself. You learn some tricks of the trade when you have to do a lot of things by yourself. So, welcome, Giuliano. So yeah, this little face mask, yes, I'm on here talking and doing all this extra stuff, but It's simple mask you can make at home. It doesn't matter what your budget is. You usually have it in your cupboard. And if you don't, you can add it to your grocery list very simply. And it really is enough that it doesn't hurt you. It's not going to hurt your skin. Um, I will be tweaking it at some point, but right now I'm just I was using this because I wanted to experiment with it, and I've used it every day, and it has not bothered my skin. And um, even though I'm on here talking and pulling cards and all those things, um, the suggestion for other people, for moms, single dads, whatever, I don't care. Just it's cheap. There's no excuse to not be able to find something to do, and this is not the only way. It's just a suggestion. But you put your little cucumbers on your eyes, you kick your feet up and pretend you're at the spa somewhere or on a beach in the heat somewhere, and just let your mind wander. Get out of survival mode, get out of what am I going to do, fear, lack mindset, get out of all of that and just dream and imagine all the places that you want to be or that you could be someday or that you want to do things. Just let your mind wander. It's such a wonderful thing. Confirmation. Welcome, Sue. It doesn't have to be this, but this is a good start. And when you let your mind wander, you'll be surprised how much your mind and your body speaks up and tells you things that you need to do. And then you start getting inquisitive and you start going inward. And that's when healing really begins. Welcome, Darlene. So, it doesn't really matter what it is. This is just a suggestion. I paint by numbers. I do that. I make my own little wands. I make my teas. I made the face mask. I made the lotion that I'm going to be putting on after I take this off. It's just about getting creative, getting your mind out of the rat race, and really sitting with ourselves and celebrating ourselves, because we show up no matter what happens. At the end of the day, we show up and we take on these challenges and we overcome them one challenge at a time. And as much as we do that, we truly need to be celebrated. Welcome, T. So, and like I said, today, every day should be grateful, should be the word of the day, but today was especially so. And I pulled the grateful cards already, but these are some ideas for self-care. And some of them are just spoiling ourselves, but a lot of them are reflections and affirmations and things that we can do to truly just start asking questions that are going to allow us to sit with ourselves and do some work that helps us heal and make better decisions, and not decisions out of survival mode or lack mindset. Making those decisions from a place of peace, a place of understanding that right here, right now, we are safe. And as long as we're safe, we don't have to make those decisions from fear or anything else. We're making better informed decisions, and we're doing it from our heart space, not from our mind and not from limited lack mindset. We're doing it from a space of self-love, self-empowerment, and just purely being inquisitive, right? And when you do that, you'd be surprised the answers that come back. Thank you, Spirit. Welcome, Maddie. So these are self-care ones. They're just some ideas and suggestions. They gave me a little stack today, too, to match with the gratitude. And that's okay, because these ones are the important ones. And then by the time I read these, we can go rinse my face off. Because I think Spirit understands how excited I am to get this shit done today. And not this one. I love doing this, but I have a lot of other things to do. Thank you, Spirit. And they know that I'm kind of rearing to get that done too. So along the way, that's what we do. Welcome, Zleb. Rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass under the trees on a summer's day, listening to the murmur of water or watching the clouds float across the sky is by no means a waste of time. John Lubbock. And that's true. That's what I was just talking about. Close your eyes. Imagine you're on the beach. Imagine you're at a spa. just be peaceful and just, you'd be surprised what comes into your mind. Welcome, Magically BPD. While you eat lunch, take a few minutes to sit quietly outside and listen to the nature around you. And that's kind of what I did. I wasn't sitting, I was walking, but I was eating my snack, and I got a lot of downloads and a lot of synchronicities and a lot of love. Truly, just love. It was wonderful. Welcome, Krista, and Merry Christmas. The universe wove you from a constellation just so. Every atom, every fiber in you comes from a different star. Nikita Gill. This one comes up a lot, and it's so important that we understand that. Reconnect with the creative influences you have been drawn to throughout your life and how they have affected the person you have become. Truly, that's we have all so many creative things. Like I said, making this face mask, it was so cheap and easy to make. But I took that time and I invested in myself. The lotion that I made that I put on after here, my wands, paint by numbers. No, I did not create that painting. It's a paint by numbers. But it's not about worrying what the end result is going to look like. It's about just starting something and taking it on and trying it. And even if you don't feel like it's great, don't criticize it, don't judge it, just do it and allow yourself to do it right to the end. And when you finish it, sit back and look at it, and you'll be surprised how happy you are with your finished product, because when you put that much time into something with no clear, direct expectation about the result, you're just getting creative and you're allowing yourself that moment out of lack mindset. There's no fear, out of survival mode, and just pure inquisitiveness and peace. And God speaks to you then. God tells you and shows you the way. 12:11 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. God, those moments that you get quiet, you get to see yourself for who you are, and you allow yourself that sense of peace. And you can ask questions, and it's okay to just talk to God. 12:12 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. That's what's quick, too. Yeah, I saw you. Welcome, Pastor. And Junior Chicken. I love it. Welcome, Eli. So, yeah, it's like in those moments, you get to sit there and you get to hear all the wonderful things coming your way. And you can feel them. And then as you start trusting yourself and your intuition, we all have that. We all have it. And a lot of us ignore it because red flags and people and wanting to fit in and being afraid to be ourselves. No, I don't have a job anymore. If you go look at my story, it will tell you all about it. I have the good, the bad, and the ugly up here. So this is my job right now. Thank you. Thanks for showing up to my job. Now, the time to relax is when you don't have time for it. Sydney J. Harris. Take the time to relax and unwind before bed, without your phone or other media. Read a book, journal your thoughts on the day, or simply sit outside with the quiet and the night sky. Do your best to avoid screen time during this relaxation time. Welcome, Bee Queen. And then, your past does not define who you are today. This is definitely for you, honey. Junior Chicken, this is for you. Gabriella Marigold Lindsay. Close your eyes and take 10 deep breaths. With each inhale, breathe in calm and peace. With each breath you let go of what came before. You are here. Now, your path is in front of you. Welcome, Christina. Stop focusing on what you feel you need to do, or bullying somebody, or trying to be cruel. It's a waste of your time, really. And why are you trying to bully somebody that gets a maximum of 5 people coming in? I take it back. I don't know what you're taking back, but you came back in as user. It's all the different accounts. I know there's 10 or 20 accounts that come in, but it's if you're wasting that much time on me, one, you're leaving somebody else alone. So I'm doing my job there. Thank you, Spirit. And two, you're going to see that I love you too. And I don't care that if you hate me and you want to wish the worst on me. Thank you, Spirit. I fill my own cup no matter what. I show up for myself every day, and in doing so, I fill my own cup. So it's overflowing. So everything I give, I'm giving with no expectation of something in return. So when you come in here, even if you hate my guts, you come in here and you leave with a little bit more love filling your cup, and a little bit more kindness, and a little bit more strength to face your day. So, you can hate me all you want, you can insult me, but I'm doing what God called me to do, for one. And for two, I'm doing it for myself. I'm showing up for myself. I'm celebrating myself. And I'm a non-judgmental space. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what class you are. I don't care any of those things. Anything that can be separate. If you don't understand my language, can you understand my smile? Can you see in my eyes? I'm not. Thank you, Spirit. There's many ways to communicate that you don't need language for. There's many other languages, and God fills my heart so much that it exudes out of me, and I feel it exuding out of me every single day, and just more and more, like literally exuding. And the excitement of the day today was truly something to be grateful for. So welcome, Jenny. So at the end of the day, nothing matters. I don't care who hates me, who doesn't like me. I don't care any of those things. And it doesn't mean I hate you back. It means I love you and I wish the best for you. And you're at a different stage. And when you get there, you'll get to where I'm at. You absolutely will. It might take some hard lessons, because I'll tell you, I've been through the mud. You can go back and look at my stories. But every one of them taught me exactly who I need to be, and why I need to be this person, and why I get to be this person, because this is me. And you get the good, the bad, the ugly, and you get it all with love. Sometimes tough love, but still with love, and never ever with malice. So just understand that. Don't worry if you come in and you have something negative to say it. If it makes you feel better, say it. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Let it out. But just understand that when you're spewing that stuff out, the only thing that happens is you send it back to yourself, because that's how it goes. You reap what you sow. I follow universal law. I don't. No matter what your religion, whatever. Everything boils down to the same. You reap what you sow. Everything goes in cycles. What goes up must come down. You treat others how you want to be treated, and that's just the way it is. And I always have done that. Even when I was triggered and toxic, I didn't know, and maybe I didn't always do things the right way, because I didn't know better. But once you learn you can do better, then you absolutely should try. And as long as you're trying every single day, you're not competing with somebody else or judging somebody else. You're just focused on yourself and loving yourself, and being kind and compassionate to all those people along the way. You start to understand that, and you get a clearer picture of what goes on in this world, and it allows you to open up and just be yourself, and understand no matter what happens, they don't get to control how you feel. You control how you feel. And if I pick up the insult and it hurts my feelings, then that's just another trigger for me to heal. That's just, why did that trigger me? And I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna sit with it, and I'm gonna get quiet. And maybe it will take me later on or whatever. But if something triggered me, I'm gonna be like, why did that trigger me? And I'm gonna find out, and I'm gonna get to the details, to the nitty gritty, and then I'm gonna sit with it, and then I'm gonna heal it so that I don't have to deal with it again. So even when you come in some hateful mode, you just help me heal. You just show me where I need to heal, and I just get better and stronger every single day. So I'm grateful even for that. Thank you, Spirit. Welcome, Princess of Love. So the greatest tool of self-love is self-awareness. Isn't that funny? I was just talking about that. Once you truly know yourself, love is the only option. Amen. Veronica Tugaleva. Sorry if I butchered that, respectfully. Choose one part of yourself that you don't normally focus on and elevate it. I gotta get through this a little quicker so we can go wash this off. It doesn't matter really. It could sit forever, but my face is getting sticky. When you recognize and reflect on even one good thing about yourself, you're building a bridge to a place of kindness and caring. Sharon Salzberg. Write down one of your favorite traits about yourself. Celebrate why you love this about yourself. And we should do that every day. And you'd be surprised how long that list gets when you start paying attention to yourself and celebrating yourself for all the things that you do so well that you don't even acknowledge on your own. Other people see it, and other people know, which is why they call on you. That's why they ask you, and that's why they want you to do the stuff for them, because they know your power. It's just learning that for yourself. And yeah, I learned way late. It is what it is. I learned way late because I had a lot of toxic shit I had to overcome, and I had a lot of I grew up in a very severely toxic, abusive family, and so I thought that was normal. And no, that doesn't make it okay, but it's easier to understand why people behave the way they behave because they don't know any better. And it's not until you learn that something you're doing is toxic or not right. 12:21 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. It's not until you learn and understand and are ready to be accountable that you can change things. Thank you, Spirit. And once you learn that and you actively put in the effort to make those changes, things get better, and you learn, and then you dive deeper and you learn more and you get stronger and stronger every single day. Welcome, Vicky. Low self-esteem is like driving through life with your handbrake on, and that's Maxwell Maltz. Compose a letter to your future self. I have to do this. It might not be till I get moved, but I do love this idea. Compose a letter to your future self. Who do you think you'll be 10 years from now? I know when we were kids in school, we used to have to do that. But it's been a long time since I did that. And the thing is, I have so many ideas. My brain is literally exploding with ideas. Now it's just focus and pick one to start. Good morning, Mackenzie. 12:22 on the clock. We have to look upon the environment with optimism. The pessimism is within us. Sridhar Maharaja. I'm so sorry if I butchered these names. But if you know how they're said properly, absolutely tell me, and I will correct it because our names deserve the respect as to which they were given. So, welcome, Gwen. Think of an issue in your life you felt negatively about recently and apply this lens. My challenges are my greatest teachers. I use them to learn about myself and to live more consciously and authentically. And I literally was just talking about that like 5 minutes ago. Again, Spirit just confirming. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Heed your inner calling. What is it that makes you different from others? And what unique expression do you most desire in this life? To be myself. Oh, nothing. The bully stopped by. They didn't even say hi very long. They could only get one out, and that's okay because they're starting to like me, and it's messing them up because they're starting to like me, and they're becoming my fans. They'll never admit that, but they keep coming, and they can't even be mean now. Now it's like I already know. I'm like, I already know. I feel you coming. I can see you. Thank you, Spirit. I feel your energy, buddy. So I know. Hopefully my phone doesn't die. Well, we go rinse this off. So this is my beautiful face mask. Turmeric and honey. 2 ingredients from the cupboard. So easy to make. Yes, I'm on here with it, but you would be at home with your little cucumbers on your eyes, kick back like you're at the spa, letting your mind wander to what you truly wish to be and do. So I'm going to turn this on so I can get some warm water because I'm a wuss. I truly admit that. But this is the time where, even with my yellow face, I look in the mirror and I tell myself, I'm beautiful, I'm abundant, I am strong, I'm loving, I'm compassionate, I am amazing. I overcome every obstacle ever thrown in my way. I am grateful. I am a clear channel for God, and I praise Him every single day. I thank my angels. I thank my spirit team. I look to them for guidance, and I'm always open to receiving the synchronicities and the wonderful messages they send my way. I give with no expectation. I give wholeheartedly with joy, because I know the universe is going to send it back to me tenfold with love and much, much more abundance. I am open to all the new opportunities that come my way, big and small. And I take advantage and learn all of the lessons out of challenges, turn it into opportunities, and I find ways to overcome with joy, with love, with compassion, and with no hate ever in my heart. I am abundant, I am wealthy, and wealth comes to me every single day, and every time I spend money, it comes back to me 10,000-fold, so that I may give more to others and share my love, my joy, my peace, and my unconditional, unending well of strength and joy and love. I am loved, I am kind, I am abundant, I am patient. I am willing to learn every single day, and I'm excited to learn every day. I am grateful. I am so full of joy, and I love to share that every single day. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Thank you, God. And that's just it. Oh, did you subscribe? You're my first subscriber. I love that, Mackenzie. I'm hot. Well, that's really nice. I appreciate that. I'm getting old. I don't need to be hot. I'm happy, and I'm not trying to be a beauty queen. I'm just trying to self-love, and I'm okay if 40 can still be hot, right? 43, I don't know. I don't know how old you have to be hot anymore, but thanks for buttering me up, because everyone loves a good compliment. That's not all you can do. You don't ever have to do that, and I need you to know that you're never obligated to do that. You understand? It was just one of the things that this is, right now I don't even have content. It's going to take me a couple days to kind of do that once we get moved, but it was a new opportunity, and Spirit told me that why is it always the spam calls? I'm not answering. It's a spam call, but Spirit told me to take that opportunity and do it, because it gives me something too that I can focus on, because there's a lot of content that I want to make, and it's just even small ways that we can help each other, right? And that's exciting. And when I get, the whole goal is, once I get to every 50 subscribers, at some point, obviously I have to get content up first, so there's that. But I'm getting there. Sorry. This is the lotion that I made, and again, it's I will be tweaking it with my own stuff too, but I wanted to, because I don't have my recipes and they burn down in the storage unit, I'm doing it. I looked this one up because I wanted cheap, easy, and things that weren't going to hurt our skin or cause any kind of damage, because there's enough things doing damage. So, you started? You're started? Oh, I'm like, what? But yeah, this, I made this, and again, it took me an hour or two, and I don't know how to start a new goal. Why does it ask me? It asks me so many questions, and I get confused. I don't know how to. Oh, I see. I did that. So, sorry, I'm learning. It let me do something, so now I have a 5 people goal or something weird. Okay. So, anyways, I made this, and it took me about an hour or so to make it. But it's about investing in ourselves, and it's such a simple thing to do. Once in a while, I'll put on mascara, but I'm moving furniture today, so guess what? I don't usually wear it anyway, but I don't need to be a beauty queen to move furniture. So, by taking this time to invest in ourselves, get creative, do little paintings, make my little wands, all that. It gets our head out of the rat race, and it allows us to be grateful and thankful and see our own power and understand what we can do, because a lot of people don't actually know even what they can do because they don't try, because they're so busy in survival mode. Well, I don't have time to do that. I have to figure this out and figure that out and all these things. And we weigh our own selves down when we don't need to. There's always a blessing coming, and there's always something around the corner if we are looking at that and we're expecting that. And when you give with your whole heart and do the things, and I don't mean give financially when I say that. So I have to say that because so many people don't understand that give is just giving. Like when I give my love, I give my time, I give my energy, because that's who I am, right? I don't expect things back. I don't ask people to share my live or like it 500,000 times. And I know people do, and I'm not judging. I'm just saying that this is my own experience, and this is who I am. Yeah, come by later, but I just, I'm going to start moving the dressers and stuff down, and I think what I'm going to do is move it, put it in the truck, and then I'm going to fill it back up with the clothes and stuff right in the truck, and then when I go to U-Haul. And if you want to come help me today, that would be fantastic. I can't even imagine. I was like, I'm going to have to do this by myself. So, and Grace would love that. You could help me with her if you got a couple hours. Yeah, I would love that so much. Any help I would love. So, and then, yeah, make your little coasters. This is all stuff that was going to go in the garbage. We made our Christmas tree because they tried to put me in fear. And still, you know, they try to keep me in fear. I'm on day 5 of day 7 of an eviction notice where the sheriff can literally come pick me up and carry me out in the next 2 days. So, I could really cry and freak out. And I tried really hard to work with them. Welcome, Noah. I tried really hard to work with them and find a resolution like, you know, adults would. And they chose not to do that. And that was their choice, and I can't control other people's choices. But you need to understand, when you put me in a position and tell me that even if I pay you, you're going to throw me out on the streets, when none of it was my fault to begin with, then what am I going to do? Give you all my money and let you throw me on the streets with nothing? No, I'm going to worry about my daughter and myself first, and then you can sue me, and then whatever. Then you have to own up publicly to what you've done to me. So either way, I'm already accountable, and when I'm in a position to pay you, I will. But if you think I'm going to let you kill me or my kid so you can have your little $800, then you're crazy. So, and I mean that with love, I really do. But I'm saying it like that because that's just the way it is, and that's the facts. The facts are the facts. Yeah, or if you want, because I got the U-Haul, you can come with me to pick her up, because we can put her car seat in the middle. It's up to you. If you want to come over, I'll be done at this. It's 12:30. I'm getting off here at 1, so I can actually start moving some stuff. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I already got it. It's in the driveway. I went and walked and got it today. If you watch my video after, don't do it right now, but if you watch my video, it talks about the walk there and stuff. It was a really beautiful walk, and when I tell you the excitement I have coming, and the way the synchronicities and the way things have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. The way things are progressing, truly are showing me that I'm exactly where I need to be. Thank you, Spirit. I'm on the right path. I'm pointed towards my true north, and I am standing in my purpose. I may not be all of my purpose, but I'm starting my purpose, and it's going to break off into many different things, because I don't think I was ever meant to be a person that just does one thing their whole life. It's going to be one thing that spreads out into many other things, because I like to be diverse and busy and happy, and I like to be productive and share with others. So, okay, that's a lot. But, so I'm going to tell a story. Oh, there's so many new ones. Oh, Spirit, I can't read all these. We'll be here for 500 hours. So I'm going to, it literally gives me half the deck. So we can't. I'm going to reshuffle. Only, Spirit, you got to, oh, but the dragonfly. Okay, they're telling me a story. Damn it. Okay, but I'm not reading them all. So we got, these are the chakras, right? And let me see what we got. We got the chakras, and we got balanced forces, which is telling me that I am aligned. Welcome, Ashley. And the heart chakra. Oh, shit. And the heart chakra. Oh, you are not playing today. And the crown chakra. And then we have earth. Oh, what is going on? I know what you're doing right now. Sorry, vulnerability, and this is going to go to the side, because I'm sorting through these cards, because I know exactly what they're telling me right now, and I feel it. Yeah, they're telling me full spectrum. I'm lit the fuck up. And when I tell you, that means I'm aligned. I am absolutely in my game. I am on point, and I am feeling it. I can't read all these, but I love that one, so I'm going to read full spectrum. And then we have air, which is the paradigm shift, and we have earth. And of course, you know, these are the earth, air, fire, and water, right? And then we have the sound of the universe. And I definitely want to read this one because of my travels. And freedom, I'm going to read this one because the dragonfly. And it shows up in so many other messages along the way. Dragonflies are about transformation and freedom, and I'm going to read this because a lot of people that are going through some of this journey will understand. Oh my God. And harmonic flight. Okay. They're telling me I am on point, I'm lit up, and I got this shit. Like at home. Home is where the heart is. Remember I was just saying about moving? Welcome, Gypsy. They're telling me an entire story about what is going on and how I am. Look, there's the root chakra. The luminescence and making our own blueprints. I am lined up. I am aligned. I have all of my shit together. I'm becoming very balanced. And we have Starseer, okay, and the vulnerability. Damn, that's a lot still. Okay, so which one, Spirit? I want to read The Sound of the Universe, Freedom, and Harmonic Flight. Vulnerability too, because I think people need to hear that. Okay, so you got me reading 5. That's fair. And this may be long, I'm sorry, but these ones, some of them have to be read because they are what they are, and you have to give it the respect that they're due. And I really, truly need to start looking for more Izzy Ivy decks, because if she puts as much care, thank you, Spirit, as much care and beauty and effort into her decks, then I don't care how much they are. They need to be bought. Look how beautiful. So freedom. I'm a fan. Truly, I am absolutely a fan. Every time I look at these cards, I see different things, and I just feel the depth and the effort that she put into these cards. So, that's pretty exciting. I'm saying she. I'm assuming it's she because it's Izzy, but it could be a he. I've never even looked up, but I'm going to, because welcome, Ava. So freedom, living the life you love, libertarian as a shift in perspective, the many facets of freedom, inviting enjoyment and inspiration to your life. Discovering what freedom means to you, uncovering limitation, overcoming limitation, unbound creative expression, and choice over obligation. Amen. I love that so much. This was a sign for me, and I'm sure it might be somebody along the way, but this was definitely confirmation of how I was feeling, everything I felt today, and I've been feeling it, and it's just been building up, but this was true confirmation. Freedom means living as you choose, with your wings and heart open, able to direct your reality as you want. The quest for freedom, in one form or another, seems innate. In Western culture, the path to freedom is often equated with money. Ironically, chasing wealth can have the opposite effect due to the lengths taken for it to be acquired. It is possible to weave a life in thriving alignment with our soul's calling while financially supporting our realities. You may picture freedom in its more extreme guises, but when we truly feel free, our lifestyles may not change drastically. It's more of a state of mind. The only change might be that you are choosing to live a certain way rather than feeling obligated. We may move through periods of life in a day's blur of routine. What seemed like the dream career or lifestyle may have become somewhat of a prison. We may feel stuck, blocked, or uninspired. We may know deep down that it's time to step into something different, but feel tied to what we have set up for ourselves, perhaps financially or because others depend on us. It may feel like something needs to change externally before you can make the step, but it doesn't usually work that way. As scary as it may seem, to get off a self-perpetuating spiral, we need to initiate our own change. Small changes that don't impinge on your work or family can be enough to tell the universe you are ready for something else. Think about where you might find inspiration, then begin researching and try it out. Try a few new things. This will help shift the direction of your inner being. Before you know it, opportunities will start to open for you. It will then be your choice to follow a new path or to continue as you are. Letting go, trusting, and loving without limitation are also a big part of internal freedom. There are lots of ideas about what freedom can be. Having a framework for what it can be means even more freedom can flourish. Complete freedom can also be overwhelming, confusing, or ungrounding. Structure and security are friends of freedom. Thank you, Spirit. They support fun, safety, expansion, sustainability, and exciting possibility. Bring a deeper sense of freedom to a situation. A limitation may be a state of mind. A shift of perspective can help bring a sense of lightness and choice. Also consider what freedom looks like to you in the bigger picture of your life. If you are feeling stifled in an environment, it's up to you to make a change. Add pleasurable moments or practices that cultivate a sense of greater freedom in your day-to-day life. If you are currently experiencing greater freedom, you may feel unsettled. Consider whether it is the kind you are looking for. If you feel ungrounded and lost, perhaps you could add some structure to your world to optimize your freedom. Welcome, T. And then full spectrum. That is right next door. There you go. I knew that had to matter. Creating heaven on earth by honoring the perfection of nature's cycles. Going beyond the judgment of good and bad and merging the merging of duality, raw nature, earth wisdom, connecting to ancestors, shadows as the fertile soil for exponential growth. The way forward is the whisperings of the land, honoring the full spectrum of life. What does heaven on earth look like to you? Do you imagine lush green nature, ancient forests, pristine beaches, crystalline water systems, and all the planet's residents in full health, living in harmony with each other? And yet nature, in its purest, rawest form, is a balance of life and death, growth and decomposition, the eaters and the eaten. In one way or another, this is the natural flux of life. We already live in Eden, but our efforts to own and segregate bring us farther away from this paradigm. Power trips, the need for imagined security, fear or avoidance of the shadow keep us out of our freedom. The need to preserve and hold on tightly only stunts our growth and leaves us drowning in a sea of plastic. The real disease on earth, the barrier to Eden, is in our minds. Life happens, but it is our perception of good and bad and our black and white judgments that prevent us from seeing the grander truth. When duality becomes one, we will find Shambhala before us. Perhaps we can find inspiration from nature and the animal kingdom. Does the tiny frog spend his day anxious over his vulnerable future? What happens when we realize fertile compost greets us when we allow ourselves to transmute our pain? When we honor all that came before, our roots are nourished, and we grow with more vitality, vibrancy, and life force. We can anchor more light for the collective, and in turn, see new growth. What happens when we realize the keys to our future are in the wisdom of the earth and the dreamings of the indigenous? That the answers are in the geometry, wow, of the macro and microcosm, the nurturing embrace of oneness in Mama Nature's arms. What happens when we find peace within the full spectrum of life? Even the notion of separation, this dis-ease, can be symbolized as no more than a blackened leaf on a healthy tree. The ebb and flow of our evolution and devolution is a temporary blip in the universe. This message is to be what we can, to ground heaven on earth, but not out of fear. We often try to avoid or run from negative situations, but when fear steers our directions and steers our decisions and actions, far more devastation can result. When we choose to let our hearts lead the way from stories and outdated patterns, our challenges become fertile compost that feeds our ascending tendrils as they reach to the heavens and ground its light back on earth. Welcome, M. Step out of the black and white mentality of judgment. Go beyond the concepts of good and bad. This card invites you to honor the full spectrum of life and find a new way of perceiving your situation. When we judge something, we create a story around it. These stories often create limitation. Subconsciously, we gather so many of these stories over a lifetime. To heal our dis-ease and crystallize the new way, we need to create a space of no story where miraculous healing can happen. This space empowers us to be all we are and allows us to know our truth. Embrace the full spectrum of creation in all her colors and the raw, muddy, earthbound shadow parts of a situation to determine whether they are actually bad or if the stories you have held on to are limiting your perspective. Yeah, that one definitely needed to be told. Let me see which one. That would do 29. Harmonic Flight. These are gorgeous. Like, these cards just absolutely are beautiful. Look at this one. Harmonic Flight. That's just beautiful. Okay. Seeing the divine in the eyes of another. Relationships with deep bonds. Karmic connection. Clearing illusory projections. Life-changing connection, transmuting dissonance, removing heart armor, being seen, teamwork. This powerful image represents the divine we see when we look deeply into the eyes of another and our armor drops. When we meet another being present in the moment with no stories, judgments, or insecurities. I felt a little overwhelmed and intimidated when I painted this card. I wasn't quite ready or didn't fully fathom the message. Then some months later, I experienced it when I was looking into the eyes of my beloved. Shortly after, I encountered the divine in the eyes of a stranger when space was held for this surrendered openness. Thank you, Spirit. When we see the person standing before us as the gods and goddesses they are, it's a reminder that we are what we perceive in others. But also, when we drop into the mindless space of pure essence, we might see the world seeing us, seeing them, seeing the infinite, eternal allowing that of all that is. Welcome, Jelly Donuts. Damn, now I want a jelly donut. I'm just kidding. Many people are seeking their twin flame. As life-changing, world-rocking, and unfathomably beautiful finding this soul can be, it is quite possibly one of the most intensely confronting, trigger-provoking, and sometimes painful connections we can have. True story. Those who are most dear to us can bring us to our greatest growth. That is why spending extended periods with our family can be challenging. When we can see and be seen, disarmored and trusting, we come to a deeper love. However, this deepening process can trigger the release of outdated and unhealthy patterns, thus shadows may be brought to the surface to heal. When we feel safe in the arms of our beloved, our defenses yield, so we fall further into our hearts. However, fear-based reflections or projections can surface in this place of deep vulnerability. Subconscious behaviors, including childhood patterning, can also present themselves. It can seem as if our partner is provoking difficulties, bringing things up, and making it feel like our whole world is about to fall apart. At this point, we may want to retreat. But if we can be truly present, our fears can fall away, and this becomes an expansive experience. When we have a profound twin flame connection that feels beyond worlds and lifetimes, we bond with the other person so strongly that we choose to face the fire when we would usually walk away. Our passion drives us to seek resolution, to heal ourselves, to overcome barriers, no matter how confronting it may seem, because our partnership is worth it. And when we can rise, we rise together. Somehow, incredibly, the universe seamlessly aligns the places the twin flames need healing. Their triggers may be synchronized so that when they feel uncentered or there is codependence or imbalance, it can be a very volatile space. If they find safety and love and they are willing to see and be seen, their triggers can blossom into deep, transformative healing for them both. Thank you, Spirit. This healing can forge the foundations for long-term companionship. Alternatively, this completion could mark an ending. As the intense potency of a connection neutralizes, the relationship may transform into a different kind of unconditional love. Harmonic flight shows us that when we harmonize our energies with that of another in any form of relationship, we can soar to the sky. We can guide each other higher and higher by encouraging all that has been weighing us down to drop away. Welcome, Mandy. When you see in the eyes, what you see in the eyes of another is a reflection of yourself. This card may be encouraging you to look at the bigger picture of a close relationship. A perceived challenge may be an illusion or projection. This card may relate to family, teamwork, community, and ways you can harmonize dissonance for deeper growth. The bonds you share give you the power to transmute your fears. Put time and awareness into resolving karmic connections, or they will continue to play out. There may also be a life-changing connection on the horizon. Uh-oh. Well, not oh, but uh-oh. I don't know what else to say about that, but I'm not prepared for that. So hopefully that's not me, and that's for y'all. My life-changing connection is about to be myself. That's where I'm at right now. The sound of the universe. I know you get what God says. That is a true thing. And if He deems we're ready, we're ready. But that's a lot of work. And right now, I just want to build my own happiness and stability first. So that's just where I'm at. Life-changing experiences, glimpsing the great mystery, significant timing, pivotal moments, the Sri Ranta, the tuning fork of universal consciousness, music, transcending mundane reality. These cards just are mind-blowing. Look how beautiful. This card signifies those pivotal moments that transcend belief. Remind us of a greater reality and influence us so that life will never be the same again. When I started channeling paintings, I explored sacred geometry by including it as a key element in my creations. Without knowing much about its meaning, when I looked up the wisdom of Sri Yantra, I was blown away. It symbolizes the sound of the universe. This painting was crucial for me as it was my make-or-break decider for whether I could fulfill my dream as a painter. It was also significant as I crashed my car trying to steady the painting and momentarily taking my eyes off the road. Damn. The events that followed delivered the most spiritual growth I had experienced in this lifetime up until that point. Interestingly, thank you, Spirit. Interestingly, this piece has also vanished. The Sri Rantra is a powerful symbol described as the tuning fork that connects us to universal consciousness. It is present in those aha moments, the fragments in time when life as we know it falls away to reveal a place outside mundane. It brings a sense of awe and overwhelms, and yet it feels so real that it jolts us back to our core for deeper remembering. It allows us to fathom our limitlessness. This card is also about music as a sacred tool. It speaks of the importance of having a soundtrack for our journey. Music was an essential aspect of ceremony in Lemuria as it bridged the gap between matter and non-matter. Even in this dimension, music opens the portals to an array of feelings and atmospheres. Bring more music into your life to expand your experience and shift your sense of ordinary reality. Having your world shaken up, even a little, can invite a deeper glimpse of the great mystery of your life. There are myriad of ways to peek behind the veil of the mundane world. Ecstatic dance, spiritual exploration, and intuitive creative pursuits are just a few. Aim to naturally imbue this awareness in your everyday existence so you can avoid the sudden wake-up calls. Wake up to the hidden music, harmony, and wonder of your multidimensional world. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And then, love it. Okay, and then vulnerability, and then I somehow got the bottom of the deck there. Yeah, okay, we'll do that one maybe. I said 1 o'clock. I'm pushing it. Vulnerability, so 56. Almost. I'm glad I didn't read them all. We'd be here all day. But these cards are really true. They're worth it. 12:55 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. They're worth the effort. So vulnerability, real strength, holding space, healing past wounds, accepting yourself as you are, sharing from the depths of your heart, raw truths, compassion for others, and removing your armor. It's okay. I'm getting furniture and stuff down. I'm gonna be late because I'm gonna do this one and I'll pull. I'm going to do at least the spirit junkie ones because I like the affirmations and I love to at least get them out for people because they're simple and easy to remember. Our vulnerability can be one of the greatest gifts we can share. It can also be the hardest. In our society, we are conditioned to put on a facade to be strong even in times of difficulty. Paradoxically, being vulnerable is one of the strongest things we can be. It is easy to armor ourselves from the harsh truths that may be too painful to bring to the light of day. However, this causes greater suffering as buried pain becomes shadows. Unprocessed negative experiences can incarnate as much more troublesome traits or insecurities than their origin. When we are truly honest with ourselves in all our facets, we are vulnerable. That honesty is an important step in discovering our shadows and bringing them into the light for healing. Furthermore, when we share our vulnerabilities with others, we allow them to glimpse a deeper part of ourselves. This is fertile soil for trust. It plants the seeds for others to share the places that are most raw or tender for them. Our closest friendships can be formed in this space. The times we feel too uncomfortable to reach out to others can be the very times we need them the most. Having compassion and awareness of the struggle and disorientation others may be going through is a valuable contribution to the world. Holding space where others can be vulnerable is a key element of healing work. Self-love is also connected to our ability to be vulnerable as it allows us to be true to ourselves exactly as we are without judgment. Welcome, Alan. Be vulnerable with yourself or others. It may also be time to step into the role of healer and hold space. Holding space means being fully present without judgment in a way that provides a safe and nurturing environment. In this place, guards can be dropped and a deeper level of awareness and relating can unfold. Enabling unconditional love and acceptance allows vulnerabilities to be expressed, for the core of dis-ease is to be discovered and for profound healing to take place. And it's true, and that's why I'm here, and that's why when I show up, this has become a safe space and a non-judgment place. And I do that because I truly believe in that, and I believe that everybody in the world deserves to have one safe space, no matter where it is. And that's also why I don't judge, and I've been through the fire and back 1,000 times, so I'm never in a space to judge. It's not our place to judge. God's the judge. And it's when God deems it's time to judge, that's up to him. It's not our business, right? And when he judges, he does it to help you, not to ruin your life or to mess you up or to traumatize you. He's doing it from a place of love, and sometimes it has to be tough love, but he's doing it to strengthen you, to make you a stronger, better, more compassionate person, and to usually, if you're asking for big things, he's shaping you into the person that's going to acquire those big things, but not only acquire them, you're going to last. You're not going to just screw it up or make bad choices and let it fall away. Thank you, Spirit. You're asking for it. So he's saying if you want it, you got to do the work. And when you do the work, God trusts you. And then he's going to trust you in those positions and with those things that you asked for. Or maybe sometimes didn't even ask for. But he trusts you to do it and knows that you're going to do it because that's the person you are. And when he makes those decisions or when he gives you those says, yes, I'll give them to you, and you have to go through those trials and tribulations, it's up to you if you decide you're going to make it or not, right? He's giving you the lessons you need to learn to become that person. And if you choose not to be that person, then that's on you. But if you make the choice and you make the step to be that person, God's going to help you all the way, and he's going to teach you and show you and turn you into that person that acquires that position and absolutely deserves to be there. Thank you. Welcome. So we have loving compassion, unconditional love, empathy, compassion, care, friendliness, goodwill, benevolence. Oh my goodness. I knew I was saying it wrong. Beyond duality, safe space, forgiveness through expanded perspectives, and open-hearted joy. And it's just funny that the bottom of the deck was absolutely corresponding with the story, the life story that Spirit was telling me, and I appreciate that. Loving kindness is one of the greatest forces available to us on earth. It has the ability to transform all. Unconditional love is the vibration most closely aligned with God or the divine. When we allow ourselves to drop deep into heart space, we feel interconnected and in a state of oneness. As we choose to direct our lives with love, all that is not real or serving us will drop away. Conflicts resolve, power struggles dissolve, and a sense of inner peace and comfort will radiate from within. Love is the root of happiness. When we can fluidly give and receive with the ease of breathing in and out, we can fly freely. Loving compassion is a fundamental element in the balance of life. It holds the seeds of the new paradigm of evolution. When doing hands-on healing, this is the force we call on. It is life force energy or God essence, and it brings healing, vitality, and transformation to everything it touches. When we manifest or affirm something into the world from a place of love, the reasoning imbued in the statement will reflect our intent. If we manifest from fear, our journey will bring all the learning needed to gear us back into love. Unconditional love transcends duality. It sees beyond reasoning and situation to allow new stories to be told and for new beginnings to emerge. It transmutes all that is out of balance back to 0 point and bridges heaven and earth. This card invites you to bring loving to the situation at hand, whether it is towards yourself or someone connected to the question. It may imply a need for forgiveness or for seeing things from a fresh, more expansive perspective. This card is a reminder that you are loved and have an infinite access to the gentle yet powerful force of loving compassion as and when you need it. To bring yourself back into your heart, think about those you love and moments with them where you have felt joy. Expand this feeling out more and more people, creatures, and places until the whole planet is infused with this beautiful, warm, and loving feeling. And I think we should do that and try to do that every single day of our lives. And it starts with loving ourselves and gratitude. When we show up for ourselves and we show gratitude for all of the things we learn along the way, it becomes a lot easier to be grateful for all of the other things. Welcome, Dark. Where's the other one? Yeah, it's already 1 o'clock. 1:32. Yeah, okay. I can't push it. Another 10 minutes, and then I gotta go. I gotta get some work done. No more slacking today. Every time, the thing is, when I do this, and I always tell Spirit, I'm in a hurry, I got a lot of things to do, but he knows that once I start talking, and once I explain the message, and what message is meant to be given, he knows that I can't stop, because it's such a wonderful thing, and these things that we do, and the small things that we do towards healing, can truly change the world. And yeah, I do a lot of these because these are affirmations and just wonderful things that are easy to remember. And if even one of them sticks and you say it to yourself or repeat it to yourself a couple times today, even if you only like one of them, then you're making a change, and you're making a change for yourself and for the better and for the world around you. Yeah, sounds good. I know I'm getting hungry. I think we'll stop at McDonald's or something for Grace. I know she loves her McDonald's, and she got her little gift card, so she'll be so happy to stop there and spend her McDonald's money. So I know I hate going to McDonald's, but it's hers, and she loves it. So okay, we got a bottom of the deck. Okay. Taking care of myself is a radical act of love. They made sure I said that for sure. Welcome, Great Forever. Yeah, I got a little handful, and that's okay because I love you so much. And then I will pull the angel number one because I've seen so many today already, and I think that matters. Owning my power inspires others to do the same. I am not afraid to shine. And it's true. And once we start looking inward and we see how much we show up for ourselves and do all of the things for ourselves and for others, we probably do more for others than we did ourselves. Now I'm starting to show up for myself more, thank you, Spirit. But before, I would show up for everybody else but me. Now that I'm showing up for me, it's easier to show up for others because I'm already overflowing, and I've created those boundaries where I'm not giving all of me or letting them put me down or insult me or keep me in this little box so they can shit all over me while I do their work. And there's a point in time where you have to stand up for yourself, but it doesn't start until you recognize who yourself is and what you deserve, right? So these little affirmations and these little acts of love towards yourself, these smallest little act can drastically change your decision and impact how you lead your life and can truly change the direction of your life, right? Change the entire trajectory if you allow it. Welcome, Logan. My high vibe thoughts create health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. Amen. The higher you bring your vibe, the more active you are, the more loving and compassionate you are. You just raise your vibration, and the more authentic you are. Because authenticity is one of the highest vibrations known to man, and one of the highest ones we can acquire. And just being yourself and truly yourself and not masking yourself, doesn't matter. Not everybody's gonna like you, and that's okay. It doesn't matter if nobody likes you. You gotta like you, and I struggled with that for a very long time. So, but I like me, and this is me, and yeah, I change. I'm growing every single day, but my core me stays the same. My beliefs. Now it's just acquiring and aligning with those beliefs and aligning with my desires and things I want to do to help the world along the way. Thank you, Spirit. And I'm getting there, and I'm doing it, and I know, and I see every single day how much more things open and unfold for me because God truly knows. God trusts me. Like, that's just to say, God trusts me. He knows. Even when I worry, even if I get my brain, and I'm getting so much better at that now because I'm truly starting to trust myself. But He trusts me because He knows that at the end of the day, when the chips are down, I might need a moment. You might kick me while I'm down, like all these bad things can happen, but He knows I'm going to overcome, and I'm always going to do the right thing, and I'm going to do the thing for everybody's highest, best good. And in doing that, I'm creating a safe space, and I never wish harm on anybody, and He knows that, and He know I protect people more than I should, to be honest. But yeah, thank you, Spirit. I get shit all the time. Mind your own. No, you're enabling them. Stop. You can't do that. And it's because I just don't want to see people hurt. Welcome, Melina. And He knows that, and He knows I'm not trying to enable either. I'm just trying to. It hurts my heart to see other people hurt. Truly. So, but he knows, he trusts me, he knows that I have that compassion and that love. But at the end of the day, I love myself more, and I'm going to, thank you, Spirit, especially now that I'm learning how to love myself more. I love myself enough to not allow the bullshit anymore, which is a lot. It's a hard thing to do, right? And some people don't really understand it, and they're not sure how. But it's a slow. It's a not a slow thing. It's a like a domino process. So once this starts happening, and once we start going inward and showing ourselves that love and being grateful and truly just all of it just comes naturally, and then you start doing it more and more and more. And as you're doing it, um, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, where did I come from? Like, have I been like this my whole life? Is this me? Like, what? And it's wild when you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I can't even believe this is me, even though I've been doing it. Like, I've been doing it my whole life. It's just not for myself. And so, yeah, thank you, Spirit. 110 on the clock also. So when you're doing that, like when you're doing it for other people and you don't see it because they don't appreciate you. And I'm not saying nobody appreciates you when you do things, but we all know there are those people that no matter what you do, it's never going to be good enough. It's never going to be enough. It's just, there's always going to be a way to make it negative or put you down or make you feel less than when you're giving your all. Thank you, Spirit. But when you take half that energy and you uh, direct it towards yourself and you go inward and you uh, imagine, because I know I remember looking at people and going like, man, if somebody did that much for me, I'd be a freaking billionaire by now. I would be like, that little foot up is all I ever needed, and I was always that foot up, that whole body up, and there was never enough, and that's fucked. But now it's like I'm putting half, like not even half, a quarter of the effort what I put in for other people into myself and loving myself and my strength and my abilities and my connection with spirit and my gratitude and my creativity and all of those things are just exploding. Like I can't. 111 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. New beginnings, harmony, balance, as above, so below. Body, mind, soul, alignment. Thank you, Spirit. I use half, a quarter of the amount of energy I put into other people to be shamed, humiliated, felt like crap, never been good enough. And yes, that's because I had bad people around me, but I came from toxicity. I didn't know, right? I didn't know any better. And that doesn't mean that it's right. It just means that if they don't know any better, when you show them a better way, and maybe it's just something I say, maybe it's that one person, that one. I came on TikTok and started watching TikTok videos. What like really started driving me deep into my healing. Now TikTok didn't do it all, but it asked those questions. Something triggered me and made me really start asking those questions. And TikTok was a big help in that. And thank you, Spirit. And I'm okay with that. And I'll give credit all day long for that because we have the capacity now to reach so many people so far away. And that one person sees it and be like, that's not my message, but I know somebody. And then they share it. And I'm not telling you have to go share it with a million people, but there's sometimes ones, like one of my friends sent me a message the other day and she's like, this one made me think of you. And it truly melted my heart. Truly, it was something that I am doing to empower myself. It was about being consistent, and that's what it is, right? Like that was the one thing I was never for myself. I could be for everybody else, but I couldn't be for myself. And learning to be consistent for myself has shown me like my growth has been exponential, and thank you, Spirit. And every single time I focus or I decide, well, I want to do this, and I make that decision, I ace it, I slay it. I don't even think twice, and it doesn't matter. It's when I'm sitting on the fence or I'm worried or I'm stuck in survival mode, I can't figure my way out. and that's the trauma thing. There's actually brain damage that has occurred that did that, and that created those neural paths, right? That were those negative things that just automatically direct there. So I've had to deprogram and almost reprogram my brain. Am I completely all the way? No. Am I ever going to be? Who knows? But I'm working every single day to make better habits and show up for myself. And um, you can, if you don't believe me, go back 21 days and you can watch my lives along the way. And I'm not saying you have to, but the the growth and the knowledge and the ability to go inward and find it and sit with it and heal it and do my shadow work. I'm doing it. Sometimes I don't even know I'm doing it until I've already overcome it, and I'm like, whoa, what just happened, right? But then I immediately I say thank you to God, and I say thank you to my angels and my spirit team, because they help me with the strength, and they help me see the signs, and they help me see the things that I need to understand so I can process faster. And they do that because they've seen me a crumpled mess on the floor. Can't lift my head up. Everyone's saying I'm crazy and everything else because I'm trying to process trauma that I didn't ask for, that I should have never had to endure, and amounts of trauma that are just detrimental. It is what it is, and I'm not doing some pity me shit. I'm just saying, like, when it wasn't my fault, the trauma was never my fault, but it is my responsibility to heal. And as soon as I learned that it was possible, and I always knew there was a different way, because this just cope, show up, don't kill yourself, go to work kind of thing is what I was taught my whole life. Just show up and show up for everyone else and do their shit, but just, your shit don't matter. And that was a thing for a very long time. And then that trigger hit, and I knew I found out there was a better way. And once I found out there was a better way, oh man, I lost everything again. Well, I did so many times in my other life from the toxicity. So losing it another couple times for the good of my health, I mean, in comparison, truly, it's much more worth it. Starting from scratch, gave me the ability to see from different perspectives, from higher perspectives and from lower perspectives. There's always been, I've seen all of the sides. Truly, I've seen all of the sides. And if there's another side and someone else can see it, I'm open to it, and I want to see it, and I want to learn it and understand it so I can add it to my repertoire and use that during my next processing, right? So when I tell you that I'm fearless when it comes to that, and it started with me showing up for myself, and it started with me asking myself, how am I doing all this for everybody, and it's never enough? And then when you know with everything in your heart and soul and your mind that if you did a quarter of what you did for everybody else, you would skyrocket. If you had somebody, if you had somebody do that for you, the thing is, you have that somebody. It's you. Like, and when you understand that and you see that, you show up for yourself in a good way, and not in a trauma way, and not in a way where I can do it all by myself and I don't care about the world. Sometimes we have to do things on ourselves, by ourselves, but we have to understand that the healing, a lot of times we have to do by ourselves. And thank you, Spirit. But if we need help, it's okay to reach out. But just imagine all those traumas that we would have not incurred, and that, but we would have not learned those lessons either. So you can't be like, would have, should have, could have. But if you just think about that effort for next time, maybe for the next instance that it occurs, and instead of giving your all to them, take a quarter of that effort and focus it into yourself, and spoil yourself. Kick your feet up, put your face mask on, and just let your mind wander, and let your mind get curious, and it'll just blow your mind what your mind will come up with. And how many good and exciting, positive things your brain will throw at you if you just give it the way to do it, and you just silence all the other bullshit and get out of lack mindset and get out of survival mode and just be like, man, I'm on a beach somewhere, I'm in a spot, whatever. You're at a place, a safe, happy place in the here and now, in being present. It's astounding what God will send to you, what they will show to you. The synchronicities that will start coming your way will absolutely blow your mind. I know I kind of got off track, but that message needed to be told. Somebody needed to hear that. Thank you, Spirit. And I don't know who it was. I don't know if it's for a video. I don't know if you're in here, but I'm telling you, every time you come in here, if it's for a minute or 20 minutes or whatever, I give from my never-ending well of love and strength. I always send away a piece of it with everybody when they come in, so it helps fill their cup, and it helps them the strength and the courage to make those decisions, or to not make a decision out of lack mindset, but or fear, and make it out of a place of love and from a heartfelt decision. And when we can make better choices like that, we can literally change the world. And I'm giving with no expectation back. You don't owe me anything. You don't owe me likes and shares and gifts and whatever. You owe me nothing. The only thing I ever ask is, as you heal and as you start learning, share it with other people, because that's truly how we're going to raise the vibration, one healed person at a time. And will we ever all be healed? Who knows? But it's not our business. Our business is to heal ourselves. 1:21 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. And of course, that's balance, new beginnings. Master number 11. We create our own balance. Balanced new beginnings, and of course that in doing that, that's our stable foundation, which is our 4. So there's many more meanings, but that's just the very basic. When I tell you, Spirit confirms me day in and day out with angel numbers, with synchronicities, and you hear a lot of ding, 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 dings in my message, and that's because, and they're always right on point. They're always just saying, yep. It's like that little highlighter in your book, confirming things, because I'm being obedient. I'm saying what needs to be said, and I'm saying it with no intention. I'm not trying to force anybody or anything, just sharing the message, and hopefully along the way people get to hear it, and it just piques that curiosity, and it's just sowing the seed. And every time you come back, I hope to water it and grow inside us all more and more ability to love ourselves, because when we do that, our whole perspective changes, and that means our decisions change and our life changes drastically. Sometimes it feels like it's not good, but when you take yourself out of that perspective and you actually observe what it is, and you can sit with and learn the lesson and understand the lesson, you move through it so much faster, and you move on to the good things. And God's not going to give you more than you can handle, and that's the truth. It really is. And believe me, I know, because I've handled a lot of shit, and I've overcome it. I've overcome every single one, which means I'm a master, literally a master of overcoming difficulty and adversity and trauma and just barriers. And when you start looking at it from that perspective, and you show up for yourself, you've already mastered it. You just have to align with it and celebrate it. And in doing that, 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Again, that's progression, right? That's just showing as we go and as we learn. That's Spirit confirming my message once again. As we progress and as we start doing those things, it just naturally happens that we're naturally going to get better at those things. We're naturally going to be more proud, and we're naturally going to want to do it more, because it comes so much easier, right? It's just like breathing. And when we get to the point where the non-judgment and the love and the compassion and the ability to give from no expectation, unconditional love, no judgment, just a place of peace and joy and true love. When we can give from that point, um, we give it to ourselves first, and then we fill our cup, and then it's overflowing. We give. It's like uh, it's just like breathing, right? We just automatically do it, and when we get to that point, like the change that we're gonna see every single day, you're gonna see it every day in people you don't know, in TV shows will change. Everything, like literally everything will change, and we just don't even know how fast it will change until we start making informed decisions. And when I say informed, I mean our head and heart together, right? But if there's ever a question and you're ever unsure which one, go with the heart. Because at the end of the day, even if you fail, by the way, you never fail. It's just a lesson, right? And you fail forward. And the more times you fail, you just get better and you overcome and you get stronger. So you don't actually fail. But uh, but every time you have to relearn or reroute or go again, you just get better at it. And I I think that we all need to do that, and I think that we do that, we become more confident too. We become stronger people, and these things just change so drastically that we don't even know how to stop it once we start doing it. And as you can tell by me, I'm pretty even keeled. I'm pretty like I'm not really extreme one way or the other, but I am always joyful and happy. And even when I'm in my calm mellow, a lot of times I'm just trying to make sure I can give the message properly. And that's a lot to do with spirit because I struggled with that for a long time. I was told to shut up for a long time, and I was never allowed to speak my truth, even no matter how hard I tried. And eventually, you just give up. And I could have gave up, but spirit had other plans for me, and I don't think I actually have give up in my DNA. So, and if I don't, that means no one else does either. That means that you just gotta find that space that's gonna show you or give you that little push, and it might not be that push forever, but it might be just that little puff to ignite the spark in you and get you focused and loving yourself. It worked for me. It worked for me, and now I'm like my biggest fan. Um, with and rightfully so, righteously so. Truly, I've earned it every step of the way. And if you don't believe me, go look at my other videos. Go look at my life story. A very generic, very quick life story, but I read chapters on it. Thank you, Mackenzie. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know some of my stuff. Like, even the stuff I've overcome recently, you already know that even would have broke people. Whatever. I'm not trying to brag myself up. I'm just saying that I took that effort, and instead of placing it on fear and anxiety and lack mindset and survival mode, I chose to go inward and use it towards myself. And the way things are unfolding right now are just confirming to me every step of the way that God has me because I'm meant to do bigger things. But not only that, we're all meant to do bigger things. We just don't know it until we start looking at ourselves and finding what it is that we are so truly passionate about, right? So that's why I was meant to share that message, and somebody definitely needed to hear that. So today I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. And if you can just, even these affirmations, just start with one of them, right? Today I choose to think loving thoughts or peaceful thoughts, right? Affirm it. Every time you get a negative mindset or every time you get a worry that comes in, today I choose positivity. Just even if you change it with that sentence, today I am peace. Today I will have peace. I am at peace. And you just keep affirming it every time that shit comes into your brain, or I am safe. I'm safe. I know because a lot of survival mode, the big thing is safety, right? And that helps when you align your chakras and stuff. But first and foremost, just being safe, right? And knowing that you are safe here in this moment and being present is a real easy one to calm your mind. So, um, yeah, even if you just remember that part and you say that a couple times before you make a decision or a choice, right? I trust that my intuition is always leading me in the right direction. Yeah, and once you start knowing yourself and trusting yourself, you absolutely get the gift of discernment, and you know what's you and what other people are projecting onto you. You know the difference. Oh my goodness. That was a yawn. Thanks, Spirit. I needed an extra breath. I appreciate that. My greatest experience of freedom comes when I let go of what others think of me. And that's right. It's not your business what people think of you. And when you make it your business, that's when you start hurting your own feelings, right? It's not your business, period. It's not your business. If they hate you, they hate you. Their actions will show it. And if you stop projecting or looking at things through rose-colored glasses and you see what they're doing, that's when you know, okay, they are not showing good things in my life. You don't have to wish them harm. You don't have to wish any of that shit. You just literally step back, walk away, and live your life. You weren't aligned. You were not meant to be in each other's lives. And they prove that by their actions, right? So, it's okay. It's okay. If you don't feel comfortable or safe, 100% safe around somebody, move along. You're better with yourself and you're better. They're not your people. And as you learn yourself and get to know yourself, your people will come. 131 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. I send a prayer of love to all beings in need of a miracle. Amen. Amen. And I do that as much as I can because that's just who I am. And that's why I show up here. So even the people that come, even for a couple of minutes, I make sure they get a piece of love that they can take freely with them to fill their cup, and a little bit of my strength, just a little bit, just so give them enough strength to go another day, to find that miracle, to find that moment to be grateful for, because they're there. They're literally there. You just got to open your eyes and be aware and wake up to them and see them and then be grateful for them. And when you're grateful for them and you acknowledge them, even the smallest ones, the universe just weaves its web to create more and more reasons for you to be grateful and for you to see more miracles. I truly believe that. And I'm learning it and witnessing it every single day, which just it's a feeling that until you've actually understood it and feel it, you can't even describe. And that's why I'm here and I'm sharing from that overflowing cup, because I truly believe that it can help somebody, and I hope it does along the way. I just hope it does. I know it's going to. I don't need to hope it's going. I know it's going to, because God told me, like, this is my. This may only be the beginning of my purpose, but this is very definitely me standing in my purpose, my true north. And yeah, I can go many directions from here, but this is my purpose. And it doesn't matter if one person or 0 people come in every day. I'm showing up. Will I take a couple of days off each time? Yeah, because I'm human and I need media detox too. But each time I come back, it'll be another 21-day habit. We're going to create better ones so we can, 1:33 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. So we can all do better, and one little small change at a time, and love ourselves and celebrate ourselves. Man, I don't care if you got to get a little wine glass and pour it with juice. You don't even have to be, it doesn't have to be alcohol. You're going to cheers yourself. My daughter and I cheers every dinner. Every time we have a little snack or whatever, she's like, cheers, and we cheers. Because we celebrate our food and we're grateful for it. And it's just a wonderful thing to make sure we're acknowledging the wonderful things that are happening for us, right? So I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. And it's about the perspective. And when you change that perspective, it becomes so much easier to see the different perspectives, which then makes it so much easier to overcome. It's just, the more it happens and the more you see it, literally, it becomes baffling how you didn't see it sooner, but you can't get caught up on that. You have to understand that why and accept that and love yourself through it. But at the same time, it is almost baffling how you're like, it's so simple. Like, it can't be that simple. No, but it is that simple. Show up for yourself. Celebrate yourself. Ask yourself questions. Ask yourself what you would like to be, what you need to be loved, what you need to feel safe. Ask yourself. That's how you get to know yourself. And then when you do that, you realize that you probably have most of what you have already within. And once you start healing, you realize that you have all of it within. It's already there. You just, sometimes maybe have to dig down to get to it because you didn't really realize it. But we all have it. And we all have everything we need right within. All the knowledge, all the inspiration. I'm just hoping I keep planting those seeds and it helps somebody. It helps them dig a little deeper and find that gold that's there because we all have it. So when I see good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. Amen. It's a compliment. It's free. It doesn't hurt anybody. Truly, it's not going to hurt them. And even if they give you a weird look, like, wait, what? They give you one of those looks, you know that they walked on 2 steps where you can't see them and they got the little smile and the little grin because you made their damn day. You need to understand that. Even if you don't always get the recognition or see what's going on, just know that little compliment might have literally changed that person's whole day. Acknowledge it, see it, celebrate it. It doesn't cost anything. And it literally raises people's vibrations, your own vibration, but it raises other people's vibration, whether they want it or not, because you made them smile. And when you made them smile, you softened, you hit a little piece in their heart, and they didn't even know you. And it's free. It didn't cost a damn thing. We can do it. Everyone can do it. I do it all the time. I love doing it, actually. It makes me smile every single day. My friendships support me, nourish me, and inspire me. And as I'm going, I'm starting to learn, I'm getting people come into the picture. And some of the people, even from my past, that those friends that you didn't maybe get to see every day, but like always wished good on you and loved you, just wish the best for you. There's those people we wish the best for too, It's not ever that we just because we didn't get to hang out every day doesn't mean they're not friends, is what I'm trying to say. But those people are starting to show back up again and even just say, like, I'm so proud of you and stuff. And those are your people. And even if you don't get to see them every day, it doesn't make them less your people. They're your people because they give a shit. Okay, and the more you give a shit, the more people show up for you, right? The more people start seeing, okay, well, she cares. Well, I can't step up with no bullshit. I need to step up showing that I care. And if you don't care, then you don't need to be in my life, right? It makes us stronger. It makes us more discerning. But it also allows us to see those people so they don't all get grouped into I had a traumatic life. Well, no, there were good times and there were good people. There were many, many good people, or you wouldn't have made it this far. Because we didn't make it this far completely alone, right? People helped us along the way. God helped us along the way. God brought people into our lives to help us in those moments when we were struggling along the way. Our angels led us with synchronicities and ideas and guided whispers, and our ancestors showed us all the ways that they screwed up and they didn't do things right, or they tried really hard and didn't quite accomplish the goal, and gave us a place to start so we could heal all those things, so we could free them and ourselves from these chains that have been constantly put on us, right? So when we start healing those cells, we're not only healing ourselves, we're healing our ancestral lines, we're healing our ancestors, and we're freeing them. We're literally freeing them, allowing them to go to heaven. I know it's not quite heaven and earth, but like it's not that simple. But we free them and we allow them to rise and go to their next stage and learn so they can teach us, right, and send it down. And when we do that, we free ourselves and we break that for our kids and their kids. You know, we teach them better habits and we teach them better ways to learn and grow and love. And in doing that, we're teaching kids, not adults that are all messed up because, you know, they had to heal. And there's no judgment whatsoever. But I'm just saying that from my own perspective. If I was a kid and I was already healed and I didn't have these problems, I wouldn't be out bullying another kid. I'd be able to empower another kid and help them process their emotions in a healthy manner, right? And that's 2 decades at least, you know, almost 2 decades of children spewing out love and generosity and healthy emotions and healthy, balanced feelings to the world, not 20-25 years of kids like spewing fear and hatred and all these other things because they don't know how to process it. And that's the truth of what has happened, right? But when we learn that, thank you, Spirit, when we learn that, we can make the change. And when we make that change, we're creating drastic, exponential change, not just like one little change. We're changing the world, literally. By showing ourselves self-love and going inward and doing the work and healing ourselves. It's absolutely facts. It's there's so many different ways, but it starts with here, right? Because when we heal ourselves, our children see that, and we help them heal, and we show them, and we also teach them that healing is our responsibility, right? The trauma wasn't our fault, but the healing is our responsibility. And when we teach them accountability, and we teach them all those things that are healthy, you know, and give them the ability to learn from a loving point, right? So 1:41 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. I celebrate all the greatness in my life, from the smallest little thing to the biggest, huge things we can't even fathom that are coming. I can't even fathom the way my life is going to change. I already feel it. I sense it coming. I know that it's positive, and it's just so much positivity and so much love. I feel it coming. I don't even know what it all is, but I know that it has to do with my passions, and I know that it's something that I believe in. If I never make a penny, I'm still going to show up here because it's something that I went my whole life never getting and never having and never getting from anybody. And now once I learned I can do it for myself, and in turn I'm helping other people. When you teach other people that, they learn how to love themselves, and then they don't take as much bullshit, and then it's not as loud, and then it just lightens those corners. We shine light into all those deep, dark things that people have been using for centuries to abuse us and traumatize us. And now when we shine lights into them, they don't have that space anymore. Somebody has to stand accountable. And when we're accountable, so do those people that did the damage have to be accountable. In whatever manner that may be. It's not our judgment to judge them. It's just it's our responsibility to speak the truth, and then speak it with love. Don't wish harm on anybody. Understand that they're at a different point in their journey, and leave it at that. Heal your own self and heal it with love, and then allow those other people to learn their own lessons. And that's not our business, right? You can just leave it with love. But when we heal ourselves, we change our whole surrounding area. And when that expands out and out and out and out, then literally it becomes exponential, and we truly change the world. So literally just going inward and being grateful and getting curious about ourselves and how we empower ourselves, and celebrating our small wins and our greatest ones. The smallest to the biggest, celebrating them and acknowledging them and loving ourselves through them, the good, the bad, the ugly. we can literally change the world. Creativity flows. Thank you, Spirit. Creativity flows from me. I am a divine creator. And that's it. We are all divine creators. We're just choosing what we create. If you're creating nastiness, that's what's going to come back. I guess that wouldn't be so divine, though. But when you're in touch with yourself and with spirit, you become a co-creator, and God trusts you to co-create your life. And not only does he trust you, he helps you and brings all the opportunities for you to drastically change your life, because he knows that your intention is nothing but love, and that you're going to drastically change many other people's lives. And not just change it, you're going to empower them to make those decisions. If I just do something for you, or I force you, or peer pressure, or whatever you want to call that, to make these decisions, then it's out of fear or whatever. It's not free will. And a lot of people don't know how to make the decisions because of their struggles or their structures or all of the things that limit them. But when you allow them to have that open space to make a heartfelt decision, and I'm not saying don't use your brain. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying at the end of the day, when you take your head out of the rat race and you're out of survival mode and you're not hating the world and you're not in lack mindset, the decisions that you're going to make, the opportunities, the answers that come that are not just yes, no, don't die, don't die, don't die. The ability to go from that to empowered and understanding that you're not making it out of retaliation, out of fear, out of punishment, out of anger. You're making it because you're making it from a place of love, and you're making it because it's the best decision for you, and that best decision for you empowers you to help yourself heal, and then in turn, each decision you make from there on is going to be a stronger, more confident, more intuitively guided, more heartfelt, and easier guided with God, because naturally when you heal yourself and you go inward and you really start celebrating yourself, you're celebrating God. And when you're doing that, God celebrates you back. Like, that's all God wants to do, is celebrate you back, and show you that you're loved. It's not our job to care who he loves, because he loves every single one of us. That's just given. But to accept that love and receive it, we have to show up for ourselves first. And I'm sure there's a million scriptures to back me up on that. So I don't even think I need to pick one. It just is what it is. And I just got confirmation with the beep. So just remember, if we come from a place of non-judgment and we're not competing with somebody, I compete with myself every day. And if I do a little bit better, if I find one more thing to be grateful for, if I can do something a little more efficiently so I have more time to kick back and be lazy, just dream, think of a new thing to inspire me, then I do that, right? And it's a win, right? It's always a win, and I always accomplish it because that's who I am. And I'm going to find something, and it doesn't have to be the same thing. It could be that feeling that I didn't have that yesterday, that little bit of jealousy that I don't know why did that come up, and I go and I question it, and I surmount that, and I understand that. Now this trigger that I healed, I just healed another trigger because I took that moment for myself. So that's a win, right? And that's definitely better than yesterday. And it doesn't matter what it is. You just have to do it and put in the effort. And then when you do put in the effort, even if you don't feel like you are winning, and even if you don't feel like you're all the way there yet, you're not. You're a work in progress every single day, and it's okay. But you're better than you were the day before. And every day you're going to show up, and every day you're going to get better. So if you plant the seed and you just water it, just a little bit of water every day, just a little bit of intention, set your intention to, I'm going to celebrate myself today. I'm going to love somebody today. I'm going to show that I'm going to be more compassionate today. Just set your intentions just a little bit at a time. And you'll, thank you, Spirit. And you'll see your strength. Just, it'll grow. You're going to feel like a superhero, in a month. And, I did a lot of inner healing before I even started this, but if you want, go back and look at my, I think it was 20 days. You can go back and look, and yeah, I talk about my struggles, and yeah, I'm angry, and yeah, I'm still processing, because I'm going through a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, I'm overcoming a lot of shit, so I'm still winning, and I'm winning, but I'm winning for myself. I'm not winning to prove to you or to prove to anybody else. I'm winning for myself. And in turn, I'm proving to God that I love myself, but I also trust Him enough to learn the lesson and do the work. And when I do that, He shows up for me every single day. And He shows up for me more and more. And I'm so confident that He's going to show up for me that I don't question myself. I just know. I know He's showing up, and I see Him with all the synchronicities. I see when I read a book or I hear something I'm thinking about and I'm starting to worry about it, and the answer comes on a children's show. Someone says the sentence that is this bizarre answer that you wouldn't even imagine. They're speaking to you. They're giving you the answer. You just have to be open to receive it. Thank you, Spirit. And I think that's the message today. I went way longer than I was going to. I was supposed to be in a hurry, but I'm doing that because Spirit really called me to share that one because I feel it, and I felt it so fully this morning, and I still do. Like, I can feel the excitement and the energy, exploding from me. I can feel it exuding, and it's, no, thank you, Spirit. You gotta let me get it out first. 1:51 on the clock. It's one of those things that the more you feed into yourself and the more you pour into yourself, you're healing. And when you're healing, you're literally filling yourself with that love that, even sometimes the tough love, but you're filling yourself with that love that you never got, that you wanted your whole life and you didn't know how to acquire, and you kept trying, and you're giving it to all these people that didn't give a shit and took advantage and abused you and mistreated you, when if we had known that we could just give it to ourselves and fill ourselves and be open and be that connection to Spirit, to God, to our ancestors, to the universe, through gratitude for ourselves and for them and for everything around us, and compassion for ourselves again, and grace and love. Once we know that, like, you're unstoppable. You become unstoppable in your own whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter what it is. And because you're helping others and you're sharing that love and you're teaching those growing up, those that coming after you, the teaching those around you. And I'm not saying you have to come on TikTok and do it all. You can do it however you do. Just being you lead by example. And in doing so, you show the world what true unconditional love truly looks like. And then when you don't know why you never received it, it's because you never looked in the mirror and you never gave it to yourself. Because so many of us give unconditional love to everybody all the time. But when they take and don't pour back into you, you become depleted because you don't know how to give it to yourself. Look in the mirror and show yourself that same love that you gave to everybody else. And once you start feeling that and recognizing that, and you show up for yourself, you feel it. Like, it fills your body to a point of, like, I don't even know. I'm about to go lug huge furniture, and I'm excited to do it because the adventures that are coming, I moved in by myself, and I did it, and I was angry, and I don't want to say angry, but I was upset and stressed, and hadn't slept in 2 days because I had all this stuff to do, and the world was just beating me down, and I was allowing it. And then when I stopped and realized that I changed that with my perspective, now I'm gonna go lug that furniture. I'm gonna throw it in the back of the truck like nothing, like I'm a superhero, and because I'm excited. I know it's just the task to get me to where I gotta go. And once I get that task done, I move on to the better things. So instead of being upset about it or worried or stressed about it, I already know I can do it. So just do it and be happy for it and be grateful, and it will go by a lot faster, a lot easier, and then I get to thank you, Spirit, and then I get to the fun stuff and the exciting stuff and doing my paintings and my creations that I love to do. I can focus more time on me and my meditation and my time with God. There's so many things I want to do, and I can't do it because I've been focused on trying to get all this stuff done. So it's like there's no more worry anymore. Now it's like excitement. It's just building and building and building and trying not to bubble over. Thank you, Spirit. So it's like me, just get it done, just get it done. But the perspective change all throughout this. I don't know. I want to say the last just 20 days alone. I mean, it took a lot to even get there. So I'm not saying it's going to just change the world in 20 days, but I am saying that how quickly and exponentially that your perspective can change. And yeah, and the opera 155 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. How everything can change, and how once our perspective changed, the opportunities and the new abilities and all of these things happen for us, right? So it's really truly it's just that, and it's like people, yeah, right. It really truly is just take a step, take a little leap, and start questioning yourself, start celebrating yourself. Uh, Put on a face mask like I do, kick your feet up, pretend you're at a spa, celebrate yourself, and just let your mind wander. For those few minutes, just let your mind wander and imagine you're somewhere where you're safe, loved, and held. Because in that moment, you are safe, loved, and held. And let your mind wander and just see. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Just see what they have to say to you. Uh, it might just be the miracle you need, and it might just blow your damn mind. Okay, so I think that's the message for today. I think that's what Spirit wanted me to say, and I'm pretty comfortable that I haven't missed anything. So yeah, whenever you're ready, Mackenzie. And actually, yeah, I'm not doing it by myself because Mackenzie so graciously offered to help me. So I'm actually very lucky and very thankful. Um, yeah, I'm going to get off here and get my butt in gear because it's 2 o'clock. We probably won't get much done until we go get Grace, but I'm hungry, so maybe we can stop and get something to eat. So go on over and we'll go get my kid and then we'll do it. All right, I'm going to get off here. And tomorrow, day 21, that means the entire 21. That means challenge accomplished. And I'm super stoked. So I'm going to be even more excited tomorrow. So I might even have to celebration, make some mimosas or something. I guess it's orange juice because it's without the champagne or whatever. It's just orange juice. But we'll be creative. It doesn't even matter. We'll have espressos or something. Something to celebrate, just for showing up and finishing the goal, accomplishing it, and that's something that should always be accomplished. Okay, I gotta get my butt out of here. I'll sit on here all day just talking away. I got work to do, but I will be back tomorrow, and I love you guys, and I hope there's just a little message. Take what you need, okay? Go watch the other videos, see what you want to see, but there's probably a message in all of them for you, and as you start aligning with me, my people are going to start coming, and even if it's just a little message of hope, or a little message of strength, or fight back, because we all need all of those parts of us, so don't ever be ashamed of them. Be proud of them, for real. Just make sure they're not toxic or hurting other people. And you'll learn that as you go. Just keep trying, keep showing up, and keep loving yourself one little bit at a time. I truly love you guys. I hope to see you tomorrow. And wish me luck with moving. Yeah. Have a good day.